right, real quick episode, guys. Listen, first off, before we get started into this thing, I want to clear something up because a couple of you have had this comment, and it really bugged me because first off, Lamont does not have access to the comments. I'm the only one that does, right? I don't delete shit. In fact, I've had to go on there and approve comments, but I've never deleted any comments. I will not delete a comment. Despite what you guys may think.
Why would we delete it?
It's just dumb. It's an engagement that would no longer help the algorithm, I would believe. I would think at least.
But
so
regardless
there'd be
of
no
that,
point to
we
it.
want the engagement.
Right.
How doesn't matter how positive or negative. We're trying to establish an open line of communication that is authentic. We're not trying to push any narrative. We're not trying to sugarcoat it. Just freedom of speech, man. Say what the fuck you got to say.
And
we gonna respond how we respond, and that's how it is, man. It's just keep it real.
And I've even gone on YouTube and tried looking this up because I was like, all right, I can't be the only one where this is fucking happening. And I know you've mentioned it in the past. Lamont's mentioned this on other videos as well in the past.
Yeah.
Where comments just aren't there anymore. They get fucking deleted.
Literally, the other day I responded to someone and I said something and I posted it. And then maybe 20 seconds later, it was gone. And I even text him and I was like, hey, can you check this, check and see if this comment is there? And he was like, I don't see any comment. And I was like, what the hell? It just vanished. Because YouTube does monitor and they'll delete them based off what is said. So just keep that in mind.
Yeah.
You know?
And as I've stated to some of you in the comments, which is the main reason for this episode and what we're about to get into. But as I've stated to some of you, there's nothing that one of you, any one person out there could say that would bother me so bad that I would have to delete it.
We're not sensitive babies.
I don't give a fuck. Say whatever you want to say.
Trust me,
you
man.
royal cunts. I don't care. It doesn't bother me. It does not bother me one bit.
We're not sensitive like that, like at all.
With that being said, the main reason that we wanted to do this little episode here was to kind of clarify, because apparently some of you just failed to understand the stance that we had when it came to, in particularly, the California giving its illegal immigrants free benefits.
Yeah.
And this is the problem that we have with some of you that got so outraged, is that, yeah, I could tell that you probably just read the title and thought, oh, they're just mad at all immigrants. No. First off, we're not mad at immigrants.
We're not mad at them at all, period.
His kids' grandparents were immigrants. My parents were immigrants. I'm first generation of my family born on American soil.
Yeah.
So the last thing that we're going to do is just hate immigrants. It is the fact that it's illegal immigrants that are being given money that we put into tax, right? Like our tax dollars.
The whole point of this is
not at them. It is at the government.
Yeah. The whole point is we go to work every day. All of us Americans, whether we're born on the soil or you moved here and became an American, you're an American and you go to work day in, day out, and you pay taxes. They put the tax money into a pool, right? For emergencies, for whatever.
For whatever they decide to allocate it for.
And then you have people who decide to cross over the border illegally. Now, mind you, we never stated a specific people. Some of you are out there talking about we're racist and we don't like Mexicans. And I mean, if you really did your research, you would know that people from all walks of life is crossing over through the southern border right now because they know that it's easy. So you're just full of shit. But the point is that it's easy for our government, who's supposed to be pitting things and implementing things to help us and benefit us as a nation. It's crazy how easy it is for them to just give it away to others and put us on the back burner.
Yep.
You know, and that's all we were pretty much saying. We're not mad at them. I mean, shit, they're taking advantage of a broken system. If I was in their position, I would too. I mean, survival of the fittest. We're just stating how the system is broken, where there's always loopholes, and how we are the ones on the short end of the stick. We get fucked over because all they're going to do is once they give away all that money and then they need more, they're going to figure out a way to charge us more. aka Manhattan. People who work in Manhattan have to pay just to drive into Manhattan now.
Yeah.
Why? Like, that's some bullshit. They shouldn't have to do that.
But by the same token, New York also approved a bill to give $77 million in emergency funds to 15 different hotels throughout the Bronx and Queens and other parts of New York for illegal immigrants. Arizona, same thing, where they're taking entire hotels.
Yep.
And they're basically giving it to using federal funded tax money, our tax money, to pay for this whole damn hotel for illegal immigrants.
And I'm gonna be honest with you guys, because we got so much hate mail too. You guys are fucking idiots, morons. You don't know what you're talking about. Shut the fuck up, et cetera, et cetera. We record everything over this little short. But I encourage you to watch the full video, because the full video has more context than that short. That short was just a 10-second clip. But I'm not an expert in politics. I'm just starting to scratch the surface and learn how it works and learn more stuff about it.
Both of us.
But at the end of the day, I know that what I'm saying is facts, because I do my research. I don't just come on here and just say whatever, because that would be stupid of me. We're actually trying to build something here. So I do my research, and then I talk about these topics. And yeah, man. So I mean, you can keep talking your shit all you want to, but we're gonna get better. We're going to do better. We're going to learn more. And at the end of the day, we don't have to pit the websites we've come up with these things from. You guys can do that.
Oh, dude, it's funny. Like somebody said that. They were like, well, they don't post any links, so I don't believe it.
Why I got to post a link?
Fox doesn't do that every time you go and look at their news. But if you just, CNN don't. Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, that's why I said smartphones dumb people. Because you got a smartphone in your hand. You're literally texting this stupid comment to us on your smartphone, when you could just go to Google and type in what we said and it'll pop up. Yep. I mean, it's facts. We're not spewing bullshit, you know?
And go and look at some of the other comments, man. Some of you on there, you guys started talking about your city and your states doing similar things with tax dollars that the taxpayers aren't benefiting from.
But that's what we're just trying to open a line of communication for everybody to communicate and state, because we're trying to bring in all walks of life from every state, every city. So in the comments, what we're really looking for is for people to tell us what's going on in their city, so we could look into that too and maybe do an episode on that. Because I honestly feel that the politicians work for us, but it has gotten away from them working for us, and now they work for their donors and their own personal agendas, and we're on the back burner. We're the ones suffering while they just make more money and more money. I mean, take, for example, this new bill that Gavin Newsom put into play that's supposed to take effect. You said April, right?
Yeah, April 1st.
April. This bill that's going to up the minimum wage in California to $20 an hour. But then all of a sudden, he put a clause in there to excuse bakeries. They're exempt from this. And come to find out, his friend / donor owns like 25 Panera Breads, which is considered a bakery. So it's like they do this shit and they doing it in our face.
Get you.
Nobody's saying nothing. You guys don't say nothing. But then we say something. You guys are in an uproar and talking shit to us. We're not the ones you should be talking shit to.
It's just sad to see that, like, how easy it is for people to get pissed off at a comment than to do some research.
The saddest part to me is they get pissed off without trying to gain insight. They don't ask more questions to figure out, okay, let me see where they're coming from. Right. They take the 10-second clip and they know you.
Oh yeah.
Like the one person commented, "Oh, you must have never worked a hourly wage job ever in your life." How did you come up with that?
How did you deduce that?
Like, I'm 32 years old and I've never worked an hourly wage job in my life. So this is what I do. I get paid off of this. And then he's like, oh, I'm glad to get you guys paid 2 cents or something like that. Some comment. And that's what I told him. I said, I wish we got paid 2 cents. We ain't getting paid off of this. Yeah. We do this because we like to, and we're just trying to establish something because we feel that the First Amendment, freedom of speech, is dead almost. People get canceled because they speak what they believe, and they cancel them because that's what they believe instead of maybe, and I'm not saying that what everyone believes is right. I'm not saying that it's wrong. But if you believe that what they believe is wrong, why don't you teach them? Give them more insight and say, okay, what makes you think that? Because this is why I think that that's wrong. There's no open dialogue anymore. There's just insults being slung. Oh, you're an idiot. Why am I an idiot?
Why do you think that?
Yeah, like explain to me.
Explain yourself, motherfucker.
Oh, you guys are stupid. You don't know what you're talking about. Okay, well, how did you come up with that conclusion? What is it I don't know that I'm talking about? Explain to me. Give me, just like the one guy, you guys don't come with no facts. Okay, well, give me the facts that's debunking what I'm saying.
Right.
But they don't.
No, it's just easier. They take the easier route.
Yeah, they just talk shit. And, most of them are probably trolls, but whatever.
Like, there was a good portion of people that were saying that immigrants do pay taxes. And I was like, yeah, you're right, but not illegal immigrants. The reason we're having this discussion is because it's about illegal immigrants.
Yeah.
They're undocumented. Therefore, that's why they are illegal.
Yeah.
How are they paying taxes? And literally, this went on for like 3 days of they don't pay taxes. Yeah. They don't pay taxes. This is why. And there was only one person that came up with at least, although it's a very small amount, they were like, well, they buy groceries and stuff. Which, okay, yeah, you're right. They're paying the taxes on that. You got me there.
Yeah.
But overall, they're not contributing a large sum to the pool that normal taxpayers are doing.
Well, yeah. I mean, if you look at the pot, the taxpayer pot, right? The money goes into the taxpayer's pot. And then this money gets taken out to help them, but they're not contributing back into it because obviously they're not working. And if they are working, they're working under the table, which by all means, man, get it how you live it, man. I get it. I understand. You left a place because it's fucked up there. Right. You came here because it's the land of opportunity. But at the end of the day,
there it is again.
You can't break. Shut up. We're going to have to do a fucking, at the end of the day, little clips.
Yeah, and call a spade a spade.
Add them all together. But
I threw him off track. I threw off his whole train of thought.
Fucking asshole. No. I don't know.
Look, I know. We'll just call a spade a spade. No, but seriously, and I get what he's saying. There's people that are here because they see the opportunity. They see the chance that they have to grow, to build wealth, to better their life. And we are not against that. We welcome people like that, right? That's not what we were trying to say by putting this out. Our main focus was the fact that, one, we're rewarding the ones that don't do it the proper way, which somebody earlier did say, well, America makes it hard. Okay.
But that's just what it is.
But they also have different avenues. But it is what it is.
Hey,
that's not the main point.
I can't go to the EAU and just give me citizenship.
Right. Exactly.
They make it hard because,
they want to vet people.
Yes.
Right.
They want the best people living there.
Exactly. And now you threw off my train of thought. Man, quit interrupting me. Shit.
Yeah. But another point I wanted to make is one fact that we're overlooking as well is, and people said this in the comments, that they don't deserve to have health care. They don't deserve to be. We're not saying that. Yes, they deserve to have health care. I mean, shit, if it was up to me, we would all have free health care. If it was up to me.
Except there's no such thing as free.
Yes.
But the main focus, I remember now. Hold on, before you fuck me up again. The main purpose of us doing that that discussion is because of the fact that we're mad that the politicians are the ones that are taking advantage of it. And they literally, and I've said this several times already, they use us like fucking cattle.
Yeah.
They bleed us dry and then they send us out to slaughter when there's fucking nothing left for us to give.
Yeah.
Okay. Take the fucking fires that happened in Hawaii last year, for example. Those people got a measly, less than $800 check, I believe is what it was, per family, per household. And the only reason that they were able to give them
person, but yeah,
either or, it's still not enough compared to what they lost.
If it was a house of 4
and they lost
$3,200, their house is gone.
Their livelihood is gone. Yeah. That $3,200 is not replacing the memories.
And then we know that the scandalous ass insurance companies.
Let me finish. Before you go on a different tangent, because I knew you were going to talk about fucking insurance again. This motherfucker has a hate for insurance. That's going to be another topic another day. But no, they gave them a measly $800 or less paycheck, and the only way they were able to approve that FEMA relief fund was if they passed the bill to send another like fucking $33 million, I think it was at the time, tied to that, to Ukraine. So why are we more concerned about other countries than worrying about home first? You have an entire island of people that lost everything.
Our people
that put into the tax money you sent to someone else, and someone said, "Well, it's just a loan." Okay,
and okay, let's use that logic. It's a loan. Okay, they loaned the money to Ukraine. When is Ukraine going to pay it back? It's probably going to be a 20, 30-year loan. Probably never. Probably like what?
You want a good example? Yeah,
give me an example.
Because what's our national deficit? It's like $34 trillion. Right?
And it keeps going up.
And it keeps growing.
Like,
right?
It never went down.
Do you know what that money is?
What?
It's a fucking loan.
Yeah.
It's loaned money.
And from a business standpoint, I agree with that person that said that in the comments. It does make sense for the U.S. to say, hey, Ukraine, we'll loan you this and you pay us back with interest. That's a good business move. But it's not.
Because we're never going to fucking see it.
It's not when you're taking on water in your boat and it's sinking fast.
Yeah.
And you need that money to repair it.
Speaking of boat, when he got that money, Zelensky and one of his friends each went and bought like a $400 million fucking
boat, a yacht,
fucking yachts and shit. They bought twin yachts. So fuck you, Zelensky. But anyways, proceed.
Yeah. So that's pretty much. It just doesn't make sense to loan out money that you don't have and that your people need in this moment. And I'm not against Ukraine. I'm not saying they don't need help, of course. But you got to help yourself. That's like me just letting him borrow money out of my household and I can't even feed my own kids. That doesn't make sense. I have to feed my kids and feed myself first before I could let him lend money to him. So that logic was kind of flawed. It just didn't make sense. It doesn't add up. And it'll never add up to me. Yeah. How the fuck we let a whole island burn down and we don't take care of them first?
So just to sum everything all up in a nutshell.
There's a fucking another point I wanted to make, but you fucking threw me off.
Oh no.
You fucking me up.
Not again. We are not against people that migrate here legally.
No.
We're not against illegal immigrants.
Nope.
Although I do say that they should not benefit from our tax dollars until they are legalized, documented. Yeah. However the hell you want to word it or make it happen, that's what needs to be done first, in my opinion, to justify giving them our aid when we have enough homeless, enough veterans, and enough other issues like mental health issues that go on in our fucking country
day-to-day
that
issues
we fail to fucking acknowledge and deal with because now we're getting blindsided with taking care of a whole other world of people, basically.
Yeah.
And it's sad to say that we are not in a position where we can help out others, but you cannot help out other people if you have a broken home. And right now our home is fucking broken.
It's broke. It's in shambles. Another thing is that I want to look into is a lot of the migrants, right? They're supposed to be the whole reason that the floodgates was open was for refugees, right? Refugees of war and all this stuff. Mm-hmm. But when you see the news in San Diego and they're seeing the bus loads of people coming in, 300-400 people coming in, and the reporter is interviewing them and asking them where did they come from. They come from all different types of countries, China,
everywhere,
just places in Africa. So then it leads me to believe, like, are they really refugees of war? They're just coming over because it's open. Yeah. So they're taking advantage of it, which by all means, okay, I get it. But it's on us, the people, to say enough is enough, and that we should have a say-so in a lot of these decisions that these politicians make.
So and not to drag this on.
That's my point.
And not to drag this on any further. But with everything that's been said, I think we've made our point.
And thank you to the subscribers. And if you haven't subscribed, and if you want to continue talking shit in our comment box, like and subscribe.
Yeah, I mean, shit. If you're just gonna troll us, you might as well fucking subscribe.
Yeah, subscribe so you can troll every single episode, every single short.
Go ahead, I'll show you in time. I don't give a fuck.
And you know we respond too. We quick with the Twitter fingers.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, for everyone, all viewers, whether you love us or hate us, subscribe, share, show that you care.
Yeah.